Hey guys, it's Melissa here from melissaoatman.com. Welcome to Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness, a daily podcast devoted to spirituality and self-help. If you're new, I want to welcome you. If you're returning, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about your finances. So I'm just wondering how many of you are feeling affected by what's happening around us, by the coronavirus, and if it is leaving you feeling like you don't have enough, if you were affected by not being able to work or any of those things. Well, what I want to talk to you about today is actually your root chakra and how having a blocked root chakra can prevent us from seeing all of the things we want to manifest. And how having a blocked root chakra can also lead to us feeling like we don't have enough and finances are an issue and that we're not going to be able to make it. And if you are going through that, first of all, let me say that I am so sorry. I understand what it's like to struggle. I remember when I first got divorced, I wasn't even working. I was staying at home with the twins because we had decided that it's cheaper to stay home because we would have been paying so much in childcare. So I just stayed home. And when I got divorced, that left me with, how am I going to make money? How am I going to feed my children? So I totally understand the struggle. But what I'm here to tell you is that everything is going to work out and it's going to be okay. And I'm going to talk to you today about how you can help that along by working with your root chakra. So we talked the other day about your heart chakra, which is in the center of your chest, and it connects the spiritual with the physical. The root chakra is actually one of your physical chakras, and it is at the base of your spine. The root chakra is associated with the color red. And the root chakra is responsible for a lot of things. So if you have a blocked root chakra, these are some of the common symptoms. You might feel that you are constantly challenged in getting your primary needs met. So having enough money to pay bills or to get food or having stable housing. If you are having trouble getting your basic needs met, then there's a chance that your root chakra is out of balance. And so you would benefit from healing that root chakra. Another symptom is looming feelings of insecurity. So if you feel like you're not secure in where you are, either in finance or in health or the world that's going on around you, if you're feeling totally insecure, which I would bet that many of you are right now, especially with what's going on. So I would say that doing this root chakra work is going to heal you and it's going to help you. You also may have fear as a constant motivator for you. So you make all of your decisions based on fear. That survival instinct that we have, fight or flight, that's a real thing and it comes into play, and maybe you're making your decisions all based on fight or flight. So if you're in relationships, you might be a person who leaves someone before they can leave you, or if you are thinking about whether or not you want to spend money, you might have this fear of, if I spend it, I'm not going to have money and I'm not going to get enough money. So all of those things are based on fear. So if you feel like fear is the main thing that motivates you when you make decisions, then you may also be experiencing a blockage in your root chakra. It can also lead to some physical problems. You can experience pain in your lower body, either your feet, your knees, your legs, or your hips. You might be experiencing sciatica. You may have some digestive issues, prostate problems, eating disorders, or you may have trouble with your immune system. It can also cause depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, a feeling of not belonging, jealousy, codependency, indecisiveness, phobias, and addiction. And the quality of life problems that can occur, again, is financial instability. You may have hunger issues like not being able to get enough food. You may have problems with shelter, finding a good place to live. And you may experience relationship issues like there's a strain on the relationship. The good news is that you can do things to help heal and unblock your root chakra. So the first thing that you need to do, because your root chakra is all about your environment, you need to anchor yourself in your environment. So that means that you need to feel like you are safe in your environment. So developing a harmonious relationship with your environment is a really good idea. How you feel about your neighborhood and your home and where you're living is really important. So if you're out of alignment with any of that, it's time to get back into alignment. And you may be asking, like, well, how can I do that? I suggest getting out into your community and doing some community work. And I know it might not be possible right now, although I have been doing that. Even though we're experiencing closures, they still ask for volunteers to get out and like help people with food banks or just different things like taking groceries to elderly people. So there are ways you can help. So get out in your community, and that helps you to feel like you're a part of your community. That would be one of the things I would say to do. And also make your home your home. Like, do little things to make you feel better about your home, whether it's just buying a painting to hang up because you like it and it makes you feel better, or painting your room a color that you're going to like. Make your home and have the decision, the thought that you're going to love your home. And if you're currently in a home that you don't love, this is only temporary, right? You are going to find one you love better, but love the home you're in while you're in it. Another thing that is really important is for you to connect with Mother Earth, because the root chakra is all about being grounded. So go outside and walk on, paths where you don't normally walk. So walking into the woods, dig your hands in the earth and plant some seeds or some flowers. Go walk barefoot on the grass if you're able to do that. Those are all ways that you can connect to the earth. And if you don't have a garden or something around you, maybe when this is all over, if you have a local garden you can go to, like we have a farm here that is accessible to the public, and they have animals and they have trails, and it's really cool. And we will take our dogs there sometime, and I love doing that, and I always feel better after I go. So find a way to get out into nature and to really connect with Mother Earth, because that's going to ground you, and that's part of what our root chakra does. Also, you need some physical activity in your life. So if you're one of those people who's been sitting inside during this quarantine and not really moving around and not doing anything, you're probably feeling pretty sluggish right now. Get outside and go for a walk. Or, what I love to do is I have, a smart TV, so I have YouTube that I can access through the TV. And I turn on Zumba videos. They have like these little Zumba snippets, and they're like 20 minutes long, and I'll do like a Zumba routine because it's like dancing, which I think is a lot of fun. And you don't have to have rhythm because you're in your own home and nobody's watching you. So just go and turn it on and start dancing and have a blast. Or just turn on music and start dancing. It's so important for you to be moving, because when we move around, we feel our vital force, and that we connect to the strength of the root chakra, and that also helps ground us in our lives. Another thing you need to do is to tell yourself that you're okay in the world and that you can get whatever you need. You're always going to have what you need. So work on being more self-reliant. A lot of people want to play the victim and to blame others, but that really does not help you. It doesn't do anything for you. And that's blocking your root chakra, because the root chakra is all about being able to take care of yourself and have your physiological needs met. So if you're constantly sitting there and going, oh my gosh, this is the president's fault, this is the Democrats' fault, this is everyone else's fault, this is a hoax, this is this, and that's not helping you. I know there are lots of conspiracy theories out there, and listen, I choose to do what's right for me, and you have to do the same. Sometimes we've got to stop listening to all of this stuff that's going around, because it'll drive us crazy. So turn off the news a little bit, get outside, get connected to nature, and understand that you can take care of yourself, that you will be able to, you will be provided for. Because when we get into that fear thinking, we just call more of that in. And I promise you, there have been times when I'm like, I don't know where the next paycheck's going to come from, because like I'm getting paid, but it's not covering all the bills. And when I stopped worrying and I stopped the fear-based thinking and I just said to myself, you know what, it's going to work out. It always does. I can always pay my bills. Money came in, and it can happen for you too. Money is just energy, and we drive it away with our thoughts. So stop thinking negatively, stop focusing on the negative, and instead focus on all the ways you are always being taken care of, because you are. Also, you need to know what your true needs really are. What is it that you need? Because that chakra is all about having your needs met and your needs provided for. But sometimes we don't even know what our needs are. You know, if you say to yourself, I need to have this much money so I can buy groceries for my kids or I can pay my bills, sit down and figure that out. What is it? And then not in a way where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to have it, but sit down and figure it out. What is it that I need? And then thank the universe. Thank you that this is on its way. I know it's on its way. I'm going to be taken care of. Remember that when you always think about lack, it perpetuates the same. What you focus on grows. Where you put your attention, that is what grows. So if you're constantly focused on the lack, you're going to be seeing more lack. But if you focus on gratitude and knowing that you're being taken care of, that it's coming in for you, you're going to see more of that. And I know some people will sit there and doubt that, but I promise you it works that way. It really, truly does. You've got to give up that fear-based thinking. You're holding on to limiting beliefs that don't serve you. The root chakra is the embodying energy of manifestation. So your outer world is often a reflection of your inner. So whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're doing internally is manifesting into your outer world. So if you're constantly thinking about lack and worry and fear, guess what's manifesting? But if you take a moment to pay attention to your thoughts, and when those fear-based thoughts come in, say, nope, this is not my story. I'm always taken care of. I have everything I need. Then that's what you're going to see, is having everything you need. It really is a total shift in mindset. And a lot of people have a hard time believing that. So what are some things that you can do to really heal that root chakra? There are yoga poses that you can do. And again, I am not a super huge yoga person, so I'm not the expert here. But one of the things you can do is to just go online and look for yoga poses for healing the root chakra, and you will come up with things. And those of you who do yoga, you may understand those poses more than I do. You can also do aromatherapy, so you can use essential oils. Rosemary is one, patchouli, sandalwood, myrrh. You can either put those in a diffuser or you can put them directly on your body, but you can use those essential oils, or you can also add healing food to your diet. So some of the healing foods that you can use when healing the root chakra are parsnips, soy, tofu, eggs, beans, meat, rainbow chard, and beets. Also, you can make a roller ball with some of these essential oils, and according to doTERRA, the essential oils that help with the root chakra are geranium, cinnamon, wild orange, I think it's ylang ylang, I think that's how it's pronounced, and patchouli. So you can make a roller ball with that. And this they have on Pinterest too. You can go and find that there if you do a search for the essential oils that you can use to help with clearing and balancing that root chakra. Another thing is that you can use crystals. So crystals that you can work with, you can hold them and, what I would do is I would hold the crystal and I would take a deep breath in and close my eyes and imagine that at the base of your spine, that root chakra is supposed to be a red light, like a red color, that red light of the root chakra, each time you breathe in and exhale, that red light gets brighter and brighter and goes out farther and farther. The crystals you can use are bloodstone, red jasper, garnet, and black tourmaline. And again, you can get your crystals from Amazon, but make sure you read the reviews. Also, the Shaman's Market is a good place to go, and they specialize in crystals and in like the Palo Santo and the sage and all of that. So you might want to go there too, because that would definitely be certified. Whereas if you go to Amazon, you're going to have to read the reviews because some places sell fake crystals. So I would just read the review every time you order from Amazon. And there are more foods that you can use. And remember that we're thinking red when we do the root chakra. So the foods would be red too. So you have apples, cherries, red peppers, red onions, red grapes, beets, radishes, red potatoes, raspberries, pomegranates, watermelon, tomatoes, strawberries, and cranberries. So adding more of that to your diet will help as well. So another thing that you can do is to use affirmations every day. And I'm going to give you some now, but again, just go to either Google, or if you have a Pinterest account, it's great because you can search Pinterest and you can make a board with it. But the root chakra affirmations are, I am eternally safe. All that I need flows to me effortlessly. My tribe understands me and supports me. I am connected to all things. I enjoy nurturing my body. I feel healthy and vital. I accept and love my body as it is. I am present and aware. I belong here. I am grounded in trust. I deserve prosperity and freedom. I am connected to Mother Nature. I am rooted and feel at home. My material needs are always taken care of. I am open to abundance in all of its forms. I lean into trust. I notice when I've lost faith and choose again. I respect my lineage. My soul chose my family to learn and grow. I am open to connecting with my ancestors. The universe will catch me when I leap. I am supported. I welcome the wisdom of my ancestors. So again, you can find your own. There are a lot of resources out there for affirmations for the root chakra. And then you can also find on Pinterest the rollerball ingredients. So if you want to make a rollerball out of the essential oils and then you just put it on you, you might do it twice a day. And then you can also just diffuse those essential oils in a diffuser. So you can go online to find what those oils are. But again, patchouli, cedarwood, cypress, sandalwood, those are some of the oils that you can use. And diffuse them or put them on, either way works fine. So another thing you can do is some journaling. Ask yourself some questions to guide your healing. And these are some of the questions you can ask yourself and really sit down and journal with it. So you may want to go back, because I know a lot of people listen to this podcast while they're driving. You may want to go back later and listen to this part again, and it's at the 18-minute mark. These are questions that you can sit down with and actually journal your answers to help you figure out why that chakra might be blocked. So the first question is, do you feel you have all you need to live comfortably? And that's a pretty easy answer for most of us. It's either yes or no. Yes, I feel like I have enough, or no, I'm always worrying. How are you doing financially? Are you constantly struggling, or do you have strong foundations? So again, think about, in your own life, do you feel like you save money and you have some back in savings and you have a retirement, or are you struggling with that? How are your current living conditions? Do you feel supported enough? So do you feel like the house where you live is where you want to live? Are you happy there, or do you feel like you're not supported there? Do you feel connected to the natural environment around you? So when you go outside, do you want to go outside? Maybe you live in a place where you can't go outside because you live in an apartment, or maybe your area is not safe. I don't know. Take that into consideration too. Do you feel threatened by looming fears about the end of the world? Or do you trust that no matter what happens, your family will be okay? And this is one I think is going to be a trigger for people, because I feel like there's a lot of people, especially with what I'm seeing on social media, who are really thinking this is the end of the world, and it's not. But do you have that looming fear, or do you trust that everything's going to be okay? How resourceful do you feel when you meet life's challenges, whether they're job-related, financial, health-related? Do you feel like you have what you need to be able to think outside the box and to help your family and to be there? Or do you always feel like, I don't have what I need, I can't come up with resourceful solutions to my problems? And do you find yourself in situations that are deemed right for you, but that truly do not meet your deepest needs or aspirations? So do you feel like you're in a job where people are like, oh, this job's perfect for you, but you're not fulfilled and happy there? So maybe that's something to think about. Do you feel like you have enough support where you live? And are your roots strong enough to support you wherever you are? So those are some journaling things to think about. And again, you can also they have some root chakra healing meditations on YouTube. So I would just do a YouTube search for that. Maybe throw in some more red-colored food into your diet. Use the essential oils, use the crystals. But definitely the visualization where you envision that root chakra red light getting stronger and brighter and reaching out farther can help you. So I wanted to pull 2 cards for you today, and they're from the chakra healing deck, and they have to do with the root chakra. The first one is let go. Release negative attachments. Be centered in body, mind, and spirit. Remember that you belong within Mother Earth's embrace, that Gaia's life force is your own. It flows into you and through you, propelling and protecting you, enshrouding you in peace. Let Gaia hold what is no longer yours or in service to you. So a big part of the root chakra is letting go of things that don't serve us because they're just weighing us down. And a lot of that is the fear of not having enough and not being able to take care of yourself. So it's time to let that go and know that you are fully supported by Mother Earth. Your second card is anchor in now. You are present, strong, and worthy, capable of creating the harmonious and beautiful life you desire. Hold still in this wisdom, the knowledge that you are safe and stable, the awareness that Mother Earth is guiding and protecting you every step of the way. Your path to this moment was both guided and intended. I love that. And another archangel you can call on to help you when you feel scared is Archangel Michael. Call him in to help you get rid of your fears, knowing that you are always protected, always taken care of, because our team really wants to help us. And it's all about letting go right now of what isn't serving you and realizing that you always will have more than enough and you will always be taken care of. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I always have so much fun and look forward to doing this podcast. And I am so thankful that you have decided to join me on this ride. As always, if you like this podcast, please subscribe. Please share it with others. Please leave me a review from wherever you're listening. That helps others find me. And don't forget to follow me on social media. I go live on Facebook Mondays at 6:30 Central. I pull cards and do a free reading for you. And I also post videos to IGTV on Instagram, so make sure you're following me there as well. If you would like to work with me, there are so many ways. Simply go to my website, melissaoatman.com. Once there, if you subscribe to my site, you'll receive a free morning and evening meditation as my gift to you. There you will also find all of the ways you can work with me from my offerings page. And I also have pages where you will find a description of the different services that I offer. You can purchase straight from that offerings page, and when you're ready to book, simply contact me and we will schedule your session. All of my sessions are done online through Zoom, so I am not affected at all by what's going on. We can still schedule appointments. I have availability all day and into the evening, so if you let me know, we can get an appointment time that works best for you. So I want to thank you so much for being here with me. I hope that you have a beautiful day and that you will not let fear cause you to become unbalanced. Remember that the universe is always working behind the scenes on our behalf to bring us what's for our highest good. And the universe will not forget you. You are always on the universe's mind and they are always working for you. So Try not to let fear come in and cause you to doubt that. Remember who you are and that you are deeply loved and blessed. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye, guys.